Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, dear students. In this video, I will explain you more about how you have to present this project about a conversation. In this case, first I will read the conversation in English, later in Spanish, at the end, some advice and tips for you. En este caso, la conversación lo voy a hacer primero lo voy a leer en inglés, luego en español y luego algunos consejos. ¿Ya? Here says hi, and you have to say your name. Tienes que decir el nombre de la persona con la que estás hablando. Hi, Javier. How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? It's not easy. All this English. We didn't do any of this in my course. Can I help? Well, maybe you could clarify a couple of things. Let's see. Here we are. Provision for income taxes. What does that mean? Okay. Provision means putting money aside so that we have something to pay with later. So, provision for income taxes is talking about the current year's tax expense which will have to be paid in the future. Like provisional? Not exactly. Provisional just means temporary. You know, not final. Like a provisional budget. Like a provisional budget is not the final version. I see. What about deferred income tax balances? What does deferred mean? Basically, put off to another day. The income has been recognized in the accounts, but the tax owing on that income will only be realized in the future. Okay, how does that affect associated companies? Well, it depends. Associated companies and affiliates are a special case. Deferred taxes are not normally recognized on undistributed earnings, but only if the plan is to reinvest the profits. So if we don't invest the profits, we pay tax. Exactly. Un poquito más rápido, a ver. Hi Jose, how's it going? It's not easy, all this English. We didn't do any of this in my course. Can I help? Well, maybe you could clarify a couple of things. Let's see. Here we are. Provision for income taxes. What does that mean? Okay, provision means putting money aside so that we have something to pay with later. So provision for income taxes is talking about the current year's tax expense which will have to be paid in the future. Like provisional? Not exactly. Provisional just means temporary, not final. Like a provisional budget. It's not the final version. I see. And what about deferred income tax balances? What does deferred mean? Basically, put off to another day. The income has been recognized in the accounts, but the tax only on that income will only be realized in the future. Okay. How does that affect associated companies? Well, it depends. Associated companies and affiliates are a special case. Deferred taxes are not normally recognized on undistributed earnings, but only if the plan is to reinvest the profits. So we don't invest the profits, we pay tax. Exactly. Entonces ahora vamos a la versión en español. Sería hola, ¿no? Hola, el nombre de la persona con la que uno quiere pues dialogar en ese aspecto. Le dice, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo vas? Bueno, no es fácil, todo esto está en inglés y no hicimos nada de esto en mi curso. ¿Puedo ayudarte? Well, maybe you could clarify. Bueno, tal vez podrías aclararme un par de cosas. Let's see, vamos a ver. Aquí estamos. A ver, vamos a ver. Provisión de impuestos sobre la renta. ¿Qué significa eso? Ok, provisión significa dejar dinero, putting the money aside, dejar dinero a un lado para que tengamos algo con que pagar más tarde. Así que la provisión para los impuestos sobre la renta está hablando de los gastos fiscales del año en curso que tendrán que ser pagados obviamente in the future, en el futuro. Like provisional, como provisional, not exactly, no exactamente. Provisional just means temporary. You know that final, like provisional budget is not the final version. Provisional solo significa temporal, ya sabes. O bueno, tú sabes, no definitivo, como un préstamo provisional, no es la versión final. I see, and what about deferred income tax balances? What does deferred mean? Ya veo, ¿y qué pasa con los saldos diferidos del impuesto sobre la renta? ¿Qué significa diferido? Basically put off to another date. Income has been recognized in the accounts, but the tax only on that income will only be realized in the future. Básicamente, posponer a otro día. Los ingresos han sido reconocidos en las cuentas, pero el impuesto adeudado sobre estos gastos solo se realizará en el futuro. Okay, and how does that affect associated companies? Mm, bueno, ¿y cómo esto afecta a las compañías asociadas? Well, it depends. Associated companies and affiliates are a special case. Deferred taxes are not normally recognized on undistributed earnings, but only if the plan is to reinvest the profits. Bueno, depende de las empresas asociadas y las filiales. Son un caso especial. Los impuestos diferidos no se reconocen normalmente sobre las ganancias no distribuidas, pero solo el plan es reinvertir los beneficios. So if we don't invest the profits, we pay tax. Claro, ¿no? Así que si no invertimos en los beneficios, pagamos impuestos. Exactamente. Entonces, obviamente, toda esta conversión tiene que ser cuerpo formal. Y podría ser, dos sillas pueden juntar como si fuera un escritorio y poder hacer esa situación, ¿no? Porque ahí vemos que es un estudiante tal vez de contabilidad que no está entendiendo muy bien ese tema y el compañero que sabe lo va a apoyar. Entonces tiene que ver esa situación, ¿no? Entonces sería todo, espero que les vaya muy bien. And obviously, good luck of each one of you. Goodbye.